Martinelli.
Hello, Antonio. Nice to see you again.
Hello, good afternoon.
It's gone through Laporte. Rodri!
Dieser Lewandowski-Auftritt sorgt für Wirbel.
Looks like you lost another one.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Welcome to my match reaction for the Manchester United game versus Aston Villa. Manchester United 2, Aston Villa 2. Shocking, but not shocked. Shocking, but I'm not shocked. We seem to take 3 steps forward and 5 back for some odd reason. I said last week that Ralf was supposed to change the formation. He did. He did so. But now, with the exception of him not starting the right players again, terrible stuff yet again. This club top 4 is gone. I said it, and that's my prediction, and I'm sticking by it. Top 4 at Manchester United is done. We're done out here, guys. Finished. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing that we can do about it. Ralf Rangnick decided that, I'm not gonna make substitutions, even when I'm being overrun in the game. I was watching streams from other YouTubers from Manchester United channels, and they actually believe that we are having a good game. They actually believe we are having a good game, and even though we've been outplayed, we've been overrun in midfield, we've been controlled. This is a second game in a row in the space of a week against the same team, and we're still getting overrun. We're still getting outplayed. But what does the manager do? What does the manager do, guys? The manager decided, oh no, since we're 2-0 up, instead of making substitutions to make sure that we gain control of the game, because even before we scored the second goal, we're still being overrun. Aston Villa were missing chances. We're creating multiple chances, and we just couldn't deal with them. Our midfielders being overrun, but you know how this guy works. Like I always tell you, and I'm gonna keep telling you, you can already tell how a manager thinks in the first 2 games that he's been coaching. This guy neglects the midfield. I don't know what it is with these managers who don't understand that battles that are won in midfield are crucial between the difference between you winning a game and losing it, or even drawing it. I'm not having this. I'm not having this thing or, oh, it's the players. It's the players. Listen, my guy, if another team is making 2 or 3 substitutions to try and win the game or to try and equalize, and you're just sitting there and you're not responding, what do you think the outcome would be? What do you what were people expecting? Because I was like, oh no, these guys are coming back. Even when it was 2-0, I was saying this is not good enough. This is not good enough because these guys are constantly creating chances. What is the manager doing? We scored the second goal through a mistake. First one was also through a mistake. Somehow people thought that the game was done. People thought that the game was done. The game was nowhere near done. These guys were creating chances even after we scored the first goal. When we scored the second goal, that's when you make substitutions, dear Mr. Ralf Rangnick. That's when you make substitutions. I expect this from Solskjaer. I expected that from Solskjaer, because the narrative was that he's a rookie and he's inexperienced. Ralf has been a manager for how long? Ralf has been coaching for how long, guys? I can't make excuses for a grown man and an experienced guy who's been coaching for so long. I can't, because this is him. He shot himself in the foot. His game management is very poor. I can't be on say Solskjaer's game's poor, and then I overlook when Ralf Rangnick is doing the exact same thing. He's doing exactly what the last manager was doing. His in-game management is exceptionally poor. The reason why we drew is because we didn't make substitutions in the midfield. I'll keep reiterating this, and I think people need to pick up a manual. Managers need to read manuals. Managers need to read manuals, because it's about time, I think, they get educated about the importance of midfield. He's bypassing midfield. He's busy making substitutions in the forward line, when we know that we are not creating chances. Oh, why were we not creating chances? It's obvious. The midfield is dead. Why are we being overrun, and why are we being overrun in the game and being dominated? It's because of the midfield. It all comes back to the midfield position, guys. This is football. This is not, calculus. This is not rocket science. This is not chemistry. Come on. So when people are saying, oh, the problem is this, look no further where the problem is. It's still in the midfield. The manager don't seem to think that the midfield is a problem, because he's still benching Van der Beek. When Aston Villa were bringing in Coutinho and they were bringing on all these players, we did not respond. That's how, ladies and gentlemen, you lose a game. That's the difference between you winning a game and drawing a game. It's simple facts. There is no way you need to look where the problem is. Oh, it's this guy, it's that guy. You guys are going to run out of room to be blaming people, because the common factor is that midfield. Van der Beek for somehow does not play. This guy was nominated in the Ballon d'Or top 23. Somehow they say when it comes to Manchester United, he's not good enough for us. But we've got Fred and McTominay, and we've got Matic, who's way below his prime now. But somehow they're good enough. And you actually believe that Van der Beek is not good enough. We don't have a midfield, but then yet we benching people who are actually good on the ball. Ralf Rangnick always reiterates about the importance of having players who are good on the ball. One is on the bench. One is already on the bench and he's not playing. He never played under Solskjaer. He's not playing under him. So where's the common denominator here? It's the management team. You have to look at that management team and say, what are they thinking? There's no way this guy, there's no way you can tell me that this guy is bad in training. He's that bad in training, because every time when he comes on, he looks dangerous for us. Every time when he comes on, we look more solid in midfield. There is no way in absolutely hell can you convince me that Donny van der Beek isn't good enough for Manchester United. I've got eyes. I've got my own eyes, guys. I've got my own eyes. I watch games. People think that we don't watch games. We sit here and we analyze games. I'm not a professional analyst, but I've been watching the game almost my entire life. There's no way in hell you can convince me that that guy isn't good enough for us when he's one of our most technically gifted players. Absolutely no ways. So obviously it's people say it's the player's fault, obviously, but it's Ralf. He didn't help himself. Ralf did not help himself by not making substitutions. When you go 2-0 up and you're still being constantly attacked, you don't stick with the same team and say, oh, because I'm 2-0 up, oh, now the game is safe, I'm not making substitutions. These guys could have equalized even when we were 1-0 up. So that all of a sudden evaporated out of his mind, saying, oh no, because now the game is safe, we don't need substitutions. I don't know how these managers are, like how they watch the game, because I could easily see that even when we were 1-0 up, these guys, Aston Villa, could have easily scored 2 or 3 goals. But this manager somehow don't see that. I'm behind a television screen. This guy is on the pitch. This guy is seeing it. So he's just partly ignoring it. This is why I don't want him beyond the season. And I feel like his appointment was just, you know, it was out of the blue. It was out of the blue, and it was very, very these guys just wanted to appoint someone for the sake of appointing someone. This interim thing is not gonna work. This guy, they're telling me that, oh, this guy is gonna need more than 6 months to sort out this mess. You don't need more than 6 months to put out a balanced squad. You don't need more than 6 months to be able to make substitutions when you're being constantly dominated in the game. When the opposition team is constantly attacking you and creating chances. You don't need 6 months for that. You don't. In the first or second game, I said it. If you can see that you're being constantly attacked, they're obviously gonna make changes. You're obviously gonna make changes. It's that simple. But you know how it is. People don't think. We all don't think the same. And I just think the top four is gone. Because if you can't make decisions as easy as that, trust me, you're not gonna do anything here. You're not gonna do anything. This is why I think he's never coached the biggest teams in the world. I feel like he's good. He's good at building teams, like being a director of football, being someone who works behind the scenes. But when it comes to coaching and management, no. This is not it. This is not it. We need a better manager. We need a manager who's modern. We need a manager who can make substitutions, know when to make substitutions, and we need a better manager who knows his players well, who knows even within 2 or 3 weeks that this is a balanced team, then this guy and that guy can play together. That's what we need. We need someone who's logical. We don't need someone who's gonna take 6 or 8 months to be able to see something that we can see within 2 weeks. We don't need that. That time should be over. This club needs to make a logical appointment in the summer. Ralf needs to move upstairs and do what he has been doing the past few years. And that's not managing, and that's working behind the scenes, because that's what he's good at. We need to be hiring someone who knows what they're doing, and that's it. Top four is gone. And the future of this club is not looking good at all. If top four is gone, Ronaldo is leaving. All the top players are leaving. Pogba is leaving. All of them are leaving. People are happy about this. Oh, they're leaving. They're leaving. Where's that gonna leave us now? Do you even trust? I don't even trust this board to make sensible decisions. So there's no way in hell we're gonna make proper replacements for those guys. There's no way we sign in proper players to replace the outgoings that are gonna happen. We're done out here. Top four gone. This club is in the mud. We're not coming back for another 4 years. It's a shame. It's a serious shame. Shameful moment for me as a football fan of this club. Shameful display, shameful management, shameful behind the scenes, rotten to the core. This needs to come to an end, but unfortunately it won't, because we're not getting these owners out. So the politics will continue, and the charade will continue for as long as they come. So the only positive thing that I saw today, or tonight, should I say, was him changing the formation. After I alluded last week that he needed to change the formation. We looked good for the first few minutes in the first half. And then we just dropped off. The minute when you drop off, that's when you make substitutions. That's when you know you need to now get a hold of the game again. But we don't do that. The manager don't act quick enough, and it always results in the same thing, me coming here and ridiculing him for the exact same thing, repeating the same mistakes, game in, game out. But when does it end? When does it come to a point where you like, you know, I don't care anymore? Because it comes to that point where you're saying it, you don't care anymore because you're seeing something that's happening over and over again. What am I supposed to do? You understand? The best thing I can do is come up here and rant and obviously speak my facts. That's the only thing I can do. And yes, that's it for me, man. Hope you guys have a lovely evening, man. We done out here, man.
Happy to be back home.
It's peak for me.
After 12 years.
Good game, man. A really good game.
Like I said to Martinelli.
Hello, Antonio. Nice to see you again.
Hello, good afternoon.
It's gone through Laporte. Rodri!
Dieser Lewandowski-Auftritt sorgt für Wirbel.
Looks like you lost another one.